Welcome to our channel, where we delve deep into the pressing issues of our time. Today, we're uncovering the fascinating and alarming world of climate change. The planet is communicating, and it's our responsibility to listen closely to what it has to say. Climate change isn't just an abstract concept reserved for scientists and policymakers. It's a reality that affects every aspect of our lives. From extreme weather events to rising sea levels, the signs are all around us. In this video, we'll decode the science behind climate change, understanding its causes, impacts, and the urgent action needed to combat this global crisis. At its core, climate change refers to the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. While Earth's climate has changed throughout history due to natural phenomena, today's climate change is predominantly driven by human activity. The phenomenon began to accelerate, notably during the Industrial Revolution, when humans began burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas, for energy. This process released greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere, trapping heat and preventing it from escaping into space. The result? A warming planet. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, tells us that the Earth's average surface temperature has risen about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century. This seemingly small change has had profound effects. Ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica are melting at alarming rates, causing sea levels to rise. According to recent estimates, global sea levels could rise by more than 2 feet by 2100, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. But melting ice is just one piece of the puzzle. The warming planet leads to extreme weather patterns. Think of the increasingly powerful hurricanes, prolonged droughts, wildfires, and heavy precipitation events that have devastated large parts of the globe. These phenomena are not random. They're linked to climate change. Research shows that climate change is making weather events more severe and frequent. For example, warmer air holds more moisture, which can lead to heavier rainfall and flooding, while rising temperatures can intensify drought conditions. The impacts of climate change extend beyond physical safety. They also hit significantly on our economies and social structures. Farmers are experiencing shifts in growing seasons, struggling to adapt to new weather patterns that threaten food security. Communities dependent on stable climates for fishing or tourism face serious challenges. On a broader scale, as resources become scarcer, the risk of conflict and displacement increases. One of the areas most profoundly affected by climate change is biodiversity. Ecosystems are fragile, and many species are struggling to adapt to rapidly changing conditions. According to scientists, nearly 1 million species currently face extinction due to habitat loss, pollution, and climate change. Coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, are particularly vulnerable to rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification. If current trends continue, these vibrant ecosystems could face complete collapse, with irreversible consequences for marine life and global food security. So, where do we go from here? Recognizing the urgent need for solutions, many governments, organizations, and individuals are taking action to address climate change. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015, represents a global effort to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius, with the aspiration of keeping it under 1.5 degrees. This ambitious pact holds countries accountable for reducing their greenhouse gas emissions and transitioning to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. But government action alone isn't enough. Each of us plays a vital role in mitigating climate change. Personal choices, such as reducing energy consumption, minimizing waste, and opting for sustainable products, are steps we can take to make a difference. Advocating for policies that support environmental protection and investing in renewable energy can also amplify our impact. Engaging in conversations about climate change is essential. Educating ourselves, our families, and our communities helps raise awareness and change behaviors. From school projects to social media campaigns, every effort counts in the fight against climate change. Let's not forget technological innovation. Advances in science and technology hold the promise of revolutionizing the way we combat climate change. From carbon capture techniques that can trap greenhouse gases to electric vehicles that reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, imagination and creativity can forge a sustainable path forward. In conclusion, our planet is indeed talking to us, and it's crucial that we listen. The science of climate change is clear. Human activities are driving significant changes in our environment, and if we don't alter our trajectory, the consequences will be dire. However, the challenges we face also present opportunities for growth, innovation, and resilience. It's time for us to act, individually and collectively, to create a healthier planet for future generations. Understanding and addressing climate change requires all hands on deck. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you for joining us today as we decode the science of climate change. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's spread the word and work together for a sustainable future.